to, that'll do. That will do. So, hi everybody, how is everyone? You can see little sides of my desk, but that's fine, that's not too bad. Right, let's get my tablet up and running. Oh, got lots of chat. Cool, let's have a look. See, I'll scroll back. Loads of chat. My goodness, you lot have been busy. Marianne, you got here first, I think, didn't you? So, hello to you. Hi, Vicky. Oh, I've lost my chat. There it is. Let's have a look. Where are we? Oh, I've got to scroll back because there's so much. Marianne lives in the Netherlands. Yeah. Vicky, you're in Brisbane. 10 p.m. and 33 degrees. My goodness, that's very hot. You've got 3 degrees and snow, Marianne. Yeah, I've got about the same. I think we haven't got snow actually, not yet. I know some places in the UK have got it, but we haven't got it just yet. It's 1:10 for you. Yep, it's yeah, we're sort of about an hour behind you guys. Tulips, you've had daffodils. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look. What else we got? Just looking through the chat, trying to catch up from you guys who came here at like 10 past. Beth, you're in Ontario, Canada. Hello to you. I know it's great. I love having everyone international. Yeah, Vicky, see about being hello. So if you did lives with me where you two were live and could see each other, you know what? There is something where you can go live with somebody. I haven't figured out how it works yet, but anyway. Hi, Sandy. 4:25 in the morning. Goodness me, Sandy, you're very, yeah. Wow, you're up early. Absolutely. Who else we got? Sally, hello Sally. If I miss anybody, please excuse me. I'm just trying to catch up, and you guys are probably all typing as I'm talking. I also need to sort out my settings again because I've got a really blurry screen. Can't even talk. You have to bear with me today. Hi Joyce, lovely here today in the UK. Yeah, it is here. Sunny, cold, but sunny. Hi Kobe. Hi Karen. Hi Liz. Hi Beth. Don't worry, Liz, you're not late. I'm still going through the messages. Hi Debbie in Houston, 6:31 in the morning. My goodness. Hi Corey and hi Cindy. 80 degrees. Very nice. 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, yeah, so that's nice. Between 25 30 degrees centigrade. Very nice indeed. Right, let me sort out my settings on my tablet so I can actually see everybody properly. Well, not see everybody, see what I'm doing properly. Yes. So hi everybody. How is everybody? How is your week going? How was your week last week? Etc. Yes, that's me, Sally. You know, he said it looks blurry. Well, I've discovered my son decided to have a bit of a fiddle with my screen because mine looks blurry on my tablet. But if you go into a higher resolution, oh, I am on the higher pitch quality and it does still look blurry. What is going on? I don't know how to change that. Am I blurry for anybody else? Am I blurry for anybody else? See, on my phone screen, it looks fine, but on my tablet that I'm looking, it looks blurry, and I've got it on the higher setting. So I don't know what to do about that. Let me go on to quality, see if that changes things. No, you're clear. Okay, cool. Right. So, oh, I've done it now. So, Sally, if you click on your screen, presumably you're on a tablet or a mobile, click on your screen and go into, let me show you. Oh, let me bring my tablet in. So, on your screen, this is what you've got on your tablet. If you click on the actual picture and go into settings there, and then click on quality, and then click on advanced and go into 720p, then it will apply it and you get a much better resolution, and then it's not blurry, because mine started out blurry, but then by doing that, which my son showed me last week or 2 weeks ago, it's then now nice and clear. So my tablet's lovely and clear. So if you do that, Sally, hopefully that will help. Yeah, everybody else, it says it's fine. That's cool. So it's obviously your resolution, Sally, like it was with mine. So if you go and if you do that in the settings, that will hopefully clear it up. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, I'm making a mess. You have to excuse me today. My brain is a bit frazzled. And I did a video, I actually recorded a video prior to this, which will be uploaded nearer to Easter, because it's an Easter make. And oh my goodness, I had fun. I had fun. Dropping everything and fumbling everything, and oh my days. You done it, have you? Fantastic, excellent, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so you have to bear with me. Also, I have to do this little warning for everybody at the beginning. If you've just tuned in, you're watching this later on and you don't like a live stream, then you can either skip through the chat and get to the bits you want, or you can wait until the video comes out. And then when the video comes out, you can just watch the tutorial without all the chat. Okay, so this is a live stream. It is going to be chatty. That's just how it is. Hi, Edwina. Hi, Liz. Okay, cool. So what time is it now? I thought, yeah, we can make a start. So this is what we're going to be doing today. It's the large single tulip vase. Okay, so I did this for a craft class, and I really quite like it. I think it's quite nice. So with Mother's Day coming up, I thought it might be quite useful. Obviously, the other couple of weeks ago we did the triple, which is this one, which is also really nice. Do like the triple one, but just in case you didn't want a triple, you only want a single, then you can go for a single. This as well, I was thinking, because I think with this one, I want to try and find some little like vases or pots, something that I can put in here so that I can actually put normal flowers in. So I'm still trying to find some kind of receptacle to go in there so that I can actually put water in them and have flowers, because I think that would look really nice. But with this one, it's going to be a bit easier because this is a bit bigger. The actual dimension of the top is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So yeah. Oh good, Beth, you're going to be making along with me. Fantastic. Now I wanted to get the measurements and everything in the description before we went live today. However, best laid plans and all that, it didn't happen. I don't think it happened. If I did manage to do it and I've forgotten, please let me know, but I don't think I did it. I don't think I was that organised. I think I kept meaning to do it and then never around to doing it. So anyway, that is what we are doing. Now, with the vellum strips, if you don't want to use vellum, you don't have to. You could use a thin card, or you could use acetate, or you can use vellum and you can cut borders like I have on this one, or you can, if you've got a die that cuts like, you know, shapes out of it, like I've got this one that cuts butterflies out of it, you can go ahead and do that. I wanted to do something on this one today, but I'm not sure what. I might actually, I've got a die that cuts partially cuts flowers out of it, and I might try that, I think, because cutting the border with a border punch, it was a bit long-winded. It took a long time. It looks nice, but it did take a long time. Another little tip, if you're choosing your cards, so Beth, you're going to be making along with me, Spider, you're taking notes, little note for you, little tip. I would use, and I'm not doing it today, which I should be doing it, but I couldn't find a card that I liked that I could use. You're best off to use a double-sided patterned card. So for example, this one has only got the pattern on this side, and I actually cut panels out to go on the inside. But if this was double-sided card, I wouldn't have had to bother. Same with this. This is actually single-sided. So it's white on the inside, and that white is a bit too much for me. But I think once I get a vase in there and I get flowers in there, it's not going to be so much of a problem. But it's just nicer if you can, you know, have double-sided. The card I'm using today is this one. I've no idea where it's from. It's one that I got given ages ago. And again, it's printed on one side and plain on the other. It's actually like a very pale lilac check. I quite like it. It's quite a decent weight. This is about maybe just over 300, I would say. So you want something that's quite, you know, you want something that's quite not too weighty. This was a 230, and this was actually Paper Mill Direct from their polka dot range. So I think that's about a 250, possibly, maybe a bit more than that. Not sure. Anyway, it's a decent colour weight. So I'd say anything from like a 230 up to a maybe 300 max. I won't go any more than that. Thank you, Karen. Hello, Sylvia from Holland. Fantastic. Oh, you've disappeared again. Anyway, hello Sylvia from Holland. She disappeared. The message disappeared, but hello. I see you there. Right, I'm just going to quickly get out my dye, my flower dye, because I didn't actually get it ready. So let me quickly get that now before we go any further. The good thing about this vase, I've deliberately done it so you can do it out of a you can do it out of an A4 sheet of card. So A4 is typically 8 1/4 by about 11 3/4 roughly. So so yeah, so if you've got, I don't know what size cards you have other places, but I know that there are a similar kind of thing. And so yeah, so you can do that. I'm just saying, I've got this heart one. The problem is my heart's going to be upside down if I use that. That's a shame. That's not going to work. Right, let me quickly find my flower dye. I should have got this on before I came on, but I was humming and ahhing about whether I was going to use it or not. Right, this is the one. That's the one I want. That is the one I want. I think it's supposed to be a poinsettia, but anyway, never mind. So I'm going to use that. Right, so I'm going to put these two to one side so they're not in my way, so I can actually reach for them if I need to. Okay, so I'm just going to start with my piece of card. So this is, your size is 8 1/2 by 11. Oh, okay, right. Well, this one is 8 1/4 by 11 1/2. So what you could do, if you've got 11 inch, what I would do is just make, so the measurements I'm going to give you to go across this way, just make them a bit smaller. So each of my sections are actually 2 3/4. If you use, like, let me think, maybe a 2 1/2. If you went 2 1/2 for each section, then you would get up to a 10 1/2. You would need a, you could use 8 1/2 by 10 1/2. Beth. So if you want to do that, if you've got your 8 1/2 by 11 inch card, then instead of measuring, so we're going to be measuring every 2 3/4 inches along, but if you do it so that it's the width of your thing, so 8 1/2, and then do it so that it is 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, 10, and then you've got 1/2 inch for your tab, then that will work. Okay, so anybody who's got a letter size, that's the way you can get round this. So this is for the UK, this works for A4, and for your letter size, just change your measurements and don't do 2 3/4, do 2 1/2. Okay, so for A4 size, this is an 8 1/4 by 11 1/2. You're going to score at 2 3/4, at 5 1/2. Apologies, you probably won't be able to see my score lines because of the check. 8 1/4 and 11 inches. Okay, like that. And then we're just going to turn it round, and I'm going to do it so the tab, so my 1/2 inch tab is at the bottom. Move this up a little bit so you can see it. Well, you probably can't, but anyway, there's a 1/2 inch tab at the bottom. Oh, you can, that's good. And then you're just going to score at 2 3/4. So for you guys using letter, you won't score at 2 3/4, you'll score at 2 1/2. Okay, so you'll only score at 2 3/4, because what you want is you want all of 4 squares at the bottom here to be squares. Okay, so if you're using letter, then you're going to score at 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2, and 10, and then you'll have a 1/2 inch tab. You'll turn it round, and then you'll just score at 2 1/2 along this bottom if you're using letter. Hello, Sweet Pea. Good to see you. So that is all of the scoring that we need. So now I'm just going to turn this over. I'm hoping you might be able to see my score lines a bit better, maybe if I turn it over, possibly. Don't know, it's quite pale. Right, so what we're going to do is we need to just notch out this tab here and cut this whole section out here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put red tape on first, because I find it easier to notch it out with red tape on rather than with it not on. So I'm just going to take my red tape, put it on, and you just want to go down that first section there. So you're going to stop. You're not going to, so this score line that's going this way, you're not going to go past that. And then we're just going to take our, I'm going to have to turn it over because I can't see. I can't see myself. And I'm just going to notch out the top here like that. and I'm going to notch out the side here like that, and then we're going to cut all the way up these bottom tabs. Now, because my scissor cutting isn't very good, I'm going to use a Stanley knife and a metal ruler, because I just know otherwise I'm going to have wonky donkey cuts, and I don't want wonky donkey cuts. So I'm going to bring my craft knife in, and so we're going to cut. Now, as I said, I don't know if you can see this, I'm hoping you can. I'm going to cut down these score lines. I'm actually going to make some little pencil marks, because even I am struggling to see where I'm. So it's there, it's there, it's there, and it's there. If you want to, you can cut either side of the score line so you don't end up with that bump in the way. So you're kind of tapering it ever so slightly. So that's that one there, and then we're going to go from there to there. Now my other problem is that because my light is mainly, I mean, I've got it coming from this direction as well, but because my light is mainly coming from over there, my ruler, there's a bit of a shadow going on. So let's put that on like that. So I'm going to go just either side of that. Oh, hello. I'm going to go either side of that, what's it line? Score line. But it's literally like a, I don't know, it's a fraction. I don't know if you can, it's literally a slither. You don't have to do this, you can just literally cut straight up if you want to, but you see how that's just literally a slither. So I'm going to do the same with all of these. Bear with what I do. I'm having to turn things round. Actually, I'll do it all on one side, then I'll turn it around and do the other side. Because on the back of my metal ruler, can you see I've got a gap, metal bit, and then where the cork starts. So if you try and cut that bit there, the whole card moves. So I have to turn it round. Right, so let's turn this round to here like this. And then cut down here. Like that. And then the same on this side here. So I'm literally just cutting that score line out. You don't have to do this, but I find it just kind of helps when you come to put it together. You don't end up with bits sticking out in the wrong places. Okay, so that's all the cutting that needs doing. Oh, let's put everything back where it needs to be. Oh, get back in. Oh, it's going to fall over. Anyway, whatever. Right, so then what we need to do is we are going to get our foam folder-y thingy bob, and we're going to fold all of our lines, and they're all going to be the same, so they're all going to be mountain folds if you're looking from the outside. This card is actually really thick, so this is going to be interesting. I mean, it'll be sturdy, but I've not done one quite this. Now I can read, I can understand a little bit of Dutch, but not too much. Yeah. So that's that. Hi, Rita Retro. Good that you could join us. Right, let's just give this a burnish. And this one, this is really very thick card, but I liked the pattern because it's kind of not too busy, not too plain. I reckon it'll be quite nice for this vase. Okay, so there we go. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fold over one section. I'm going to get my little pin that I use. Where's it gone? Where's my pin gone? Oh, there he is, hiding. Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm going to take this backing off like that, and then we're going to fold this over and stick that together like that. So that's your box, and then these are going to flap down and make your base. And so this is why you want to just cut just slightly, because then you don't end up with any kind of overhang. You see, you've just got a ever so slight bit of a gap there. So I'm going to do opposites to opposites. So I'm just going to put some red tape. You can use wet glue or red tape, either's fine. So let's just add some red tape on here. I'm just looking at the all the Dutch the Dutch conversation. I can understand some of it. Marianne, yes. So about having a problem with something, and then yeah, so about looking on Google for ornamental something. I'm not very I know a bit of German, so Dutch is sort of they're kind of similar in some ways. So yeah, I'm just looking at you. I'm trying to read you. I'm trying to read your chat. As you two trying to have a good conversation. I'm trying to read what you're saying. I think I can understand most of it, but yeah. Oh, inches to centimeters, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not very good with centimeters. It's funny because that's what I learned in. So that's what I was brought up. I was brought up with centimeters. However, for card making, I had to switch to inches. But yeah, just if you times the inch measurements by 2.5, that will give you centimeters. So if it's 1 inch, times it by 2.5, and then that will give you, so 2.5 centimeters is an inch, and that will pretty much give you your centimeter measurement. You can, like you say, go to Google. There are conversion charts on there as well. But yeah, see, I struggle the other way when I quite often see Stampin' Up videos of things, and then they're in centimeters, and I'm like, oh no, no, I want inches. Right, so let's now peel off the backing on this. Peel the backing off. And we're going to go opposites to opposites. So as you can see, I've only put tape on 3 flaps. And then we're going to bring this one down like that. Bring that one over and stick that down. I'm actually going to turn this over and then just get in there with something longer than my hand. There we go. Turn it back again. And then stick the other flaps down one by one. Oh, the sun's coming out now. We haven't had any snow. We were forecast to have sleet showers today, but we've had nothing. And now the sun's come out. Wonderful. Has anybody else in the UK had snow? I know some of you in Netherlands and that, Holland and that have had some snow. But anybody in the UK had any snow yet? Because I haven't. I don't mind a bit of snow as long as it's not. I like snow, but now I'm a driver and have to school run and whatever. I appreciate that it's not the best driving conditions, but I like looking at it. So right, and then that's that. So that's your basic box done. Okay, put my red tape away. So now we're going to get to the strips. No snow, Edwina, in mid Wales. Okay, yeah, I think us west side. I think the north have mainly got it at the moment. Marianne, it's cold. Yeah, you hate snow. I know. I understand. I do understand why people hate snow. I do. I get it. Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. Right. Okay. So for the strips that go down the side, you are going to need 4 strips. If you're doing it with this A4 measurements, they need to be 2 3/4 by 11 3/4. But if you are doing it with your letter size, they need to be 2.5 by, let me think, 2.5 by, now bear with, because I'm not sure what your strips would need. You might be able to get away with the same. What size was your card? Your card was 10.5, so it was an inch less. So maybe go 10 3/4 in length. Not sure for your letter size. I'll just try it out and see what it is. Yeah, I'm not sure. No snow in Shrewsbury, Joyce. No, you're near me, aren't you? So yeah, no, I haven't had any either. Okay, right, now because I want to cut my flowers out of this, I've got my little flat partially die cut flower die. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my what's going to call it? See, I'm really struggling for words. My vellum strips, that's the word. And from the bottom, I'm just going to measure up 2 3/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to make a little mark and draw a line, because that will then show me where I need to place my die. If you're not doing this, if you're not cutting anything off your, on yours, if you're not cutting anything out of your strips, then you don't have to do this bit. Oh, my words are in a muddle today. I'm just doing it very lightly on all of them from the bottom, just so that then I can work out the proper placement of my flowers, because I don't want to die cut flowers and it be half on the base. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. So in a minute I'm just going to die cut. I'm doing a very light pencil line because I don't want to be able to see it afterwards. Okay, where are we with Edwina, you're only 30 miles from Shrewsbury. Oh, so you must be near to me then, depending on which. Oh, mind you, you're mid Wales, aren't you? Yeah, because I'm Birmingham way. So similar kind of ends of the country. Who else have we got? Sally, no, not here, but I'm only down the road from you. Yeah, I love the snow. Being housebound doesn't affect me. Yeah, this is true. I love looking out at it. I have to say, if I have to travel anywhere, then my opinion changes. Spider's Corner, no snow in the New Forest. Yay! You don't like snow, I gather. I can understand that. I can understand that. Right, let me have a quick look at my... Yeah, I think I probably want it about there. So I'm just going to go ahead now and just quickly cut, die cut this flower out of here. Hoping this works. I've not used this die, so I'm hoping it works, and it only partially die cuts. Sylvia, no snow. You've got hail. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, see, we've got lovely sunshine, which is nice. I'm happy with the sunshine. I don't mind cold and you know, frosty is fine by me. I like it when it's sunny. Cold and sunny, that's what I meant to say. Cold and sunny is fine by me. Right, so that's one of them. Hi, Anne-Marie. Right, let me take this off here. Hoping it's going to be okay. Yeah, that's good. And then let's take this off. Oh, yes. Okay, yep, so this is cut little flowers out, and then you can just pop all the different bits out of it. So I'll do that in a minute. Is it cut nicely? Yeah, I think it has. Okay, so then let's do the next one. So I would have done this before, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know if I was going to be doing... I wasn't going to cut anything out of them, but actually I'm thinking I'll probably need them. So let's put that. Edwina, near Newtown. Oh, nice. I like Newtown. I've been up near Newtown before. We had a holiday up there. It's beautiful. Wales is just beautiful anyway, to be honest with you. It doesn't really matter where you go in Wales. It tends to be beautiful. Sorry if everything's shaking. Oh, no, it shouldn't be. That's good. That's because my table's just shaking as I'm die cutting. You don't want snow, Anna-Marie. You don't have any bubble wrap. Really? What do you need bubble wrap for if it snows? Does it help? Oh, does it go on your car windscreen maybe? I actually discovered a really good screen protector for snow. Got it on Amazon, but it was like a silver, it's like an insulated-y type one. It's supposed to be good for the summer as well to keep the sun off. But it has been awesome. It's done really well. We had that frosty weather earlier on. It was really good. Hi Karen, it's your first time watching me live. Excellent. Well, you're very welcome here in Minnesota. What's the weather like in Minnesota? Are you in like very cold winter, or is it warm over there? What's your weather doing? We like talking about weather, so because everyone has it, so it's very good. That's good. Oh, that's that one, and then one more left. Let's stick this one on here. Like that, like that. Now I just need to pop all these up in a minute when we've die cut the last one. Right, just cut this last one up, and then we can get on to attaching them onto our vase. Take that off. There we go. Right. Oh, yes. Yes, Sally, I get it. I get it. Yeah. They do tend to, kids tend to end up hurting themselves, don't they? They do. Right, I'm wondering if, when I bend this, if all these are going to nicely pop up, but I don't know if they're going to, so I think I'm going to do it now quickly. See if I can just tease them all up. Can I get them all nicely popped up and kind of bent up like this? Bear with me while I just tweak these. What's the word? There's a word for it, isn't there? I don't know. I can't, my brain's not working, so. Well, I'm missing all the chat. Let's have a look. Where are we? Don't fancy Big C falling and breaking his femur again. Oh no. Hi Ria. Glad you're here. That's good. That's good. 59 and sunny in Virginia. So that's like 15 degrees. Okay, so that's not warm, but it's warmer than what we've got. Edwina, Valerie, Kobe. Let's have a look. Where are we? Yeah, this is true. Mother Nature is a bit bipolar and it will be freezing later. This is how it goes, isn't it? Especially some places. George, it's your first time on live, is it? Oh, okay. Yes, I suppose it probably is, isn't it? I forget who's been on before and who hasn't. So early in the morning. Yeah, Sandy, I can't believe you're up and it's like, I think it was like 4:30, wasn't it? You're a very dedicated crafter. I think you should get a trophy, to be honest with you. I do think you should get a trophy. I apologise that you're all having to watch me curl all these up. But I just think if I leave them flat and then try and put them on, it might not work. So I'm just going to poke them all out. So please feel free to chat while I do this. It's nice having everyone from all over the world. It's a bit mind-blowing, if I'm honest. Even little old me sat in Birmingham, just, you know, crafting away, and then there's people from all over the world. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. It blows my mind. It's nice though. I like, you know, technology is great for some things and not so good for others, and this is one thing it's definitely great for. It is nice just to be able to, you know, talk to people from a completely different side of the world, not even of the country, of the world. So yeah, where are we up to now? I'm on my halfway through. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm fluffing flowers. I'm trying to fluff as quickly as I can. That was the kind of the word I was looking for, fluffing. That one's probably a bit too, they'll seem to flatten out when I go to stick these strips down. I wasn't sure whether it would work with this because of how it's got butterflies printed on it, but actually I think it needed it because the butterflies are very faint. So I'm just doing a quick fluff, as quick as we can fluff flowers. We are fluffing. Yes, absolutely, Sally. Welcome to all the new ladies. You're a morning person for you. Well, my goodness. 4:30 in the morning. I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work, and believe you me, I know exactly how early that is, and it's very early indeed. Very early indeed, especially when it's still dark outside. It's not so bad when it starts to be spring and summer and you start to get lighter. It's not so bad then, but even so, it's still early. Very early indeed. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for sacrificing and joining us. And it's probably nice to be able to join in the actual live rather than just watching it on the replay, because you can be part of it. So yes. Well, I'm still fluffing. I'm almost there. I'm on my last one now. So chat amongst yourselves. We'll be there in a moment. So this is the bit I would normally speed up on a tutorial, you see. In fact, you probably wouldn't even see this. I would have pre-done it before I'd done my tutorial, or I would have come off, done it, and then come back on again. So this is the joys of a live stream. You see all the fluffing and the time taking in real life. Hi, Diane. You're from Tenerife. Oh, originally from Birmingham. Yeah, what part of Birmingham were you from originally? I'm up sort of northeast kind of side. Anna, you're in New Zealand. Fantastic. Do love New Zealand. Would love to get back there again someday. One day. You never know. I would definitely love to go to New Zealand again. I went to Auckland and it was beautiful. Right, so there we go. Our fluffy flowers, and they look amazing. I'm really impressed with that. Okay, so what we're going to do now. Oh, Quinton. Yeah, I know Quinton. I know Quinton. I did a cake order once for someone who lives in Quinton, and I had to go back because she didn't listen to me, and she I hope she's not watching, but she she wanted a netball cake, and I made a little little netball lady to sit on top of the cake, and I said to her, make sure you keep that cake flat, otherwise the netball lady's going to fall off. She's like, oh yeah, just put it on the car seat, it'll be fine. I was like, there's a bit of an angle on the car seat, can you know, you might want to put it up. No, it'll be fine. Anyway, off she went. Then I get a phone call. My netball lady's fallen off the cake. Can you come and sort it out? I was like, yes. So I had to drive half an hour, 3/4 of an hour to Quinton to sort it out. But we got it sorted. So that was good. And it all went fine. It wasn't as good as it was the first time around, but we're getting there. Right. Okay. So we are going to stick. I know it's nice having lots of new people. There are probably people hiding in the shadows as well, not chatting, who are also new. If you're new, come and say hello. Don't be scared. Come and say hello. Right, so I've just put some tape on the bottom. Then I'm going to take my strip. Obviously, where my line was, you know, I drew that line at 2 3/4, or if you're doing it in letter size, it'll be 2 1/2. That's going to be, so I know that's my bottom square basically. So I'm going to line this up here and then line it up along the side like that to get it nice and straight. And I'm going to stick that on. Then I'm going to turn it and do the same again. So I'm going to add some more tape, and I am going to add the next strip. So you basically want to stick all your 4 strips going round. It's basically very similar to the trio that we did, except that with the trio, on some of them you didn't put all 4 sides, did you? Only did like 3 or 2 sides, but on this one you do all 4 sides. So let's peel the backing off this one. Oh, tell you what, red tape is my nemesis. It really is. I battled with it all the way through my video that I did earlier on today. It's just battling with red tape. Right, so let's get the next one. And again, same again. So this is my bottom section where I've drawn my little pencil line. So we're going to go in, stick that down. Just make sure that you're sticking it nice and straight. It's good if you can use wet glue. If you don't use vellum, or you've got a wet glue that works okay with vellum and is strong enough, then you can go ahead and use that. But I'm using red tape just because I don't want to use Yoo-hoo. I don't want to use like a PVA because I don't think it's going to really hold it very well. So yeah, yes please there, Beth, if everyone can click on the thumbs up button, that really helps me out. If you also subscribe to the channel, that also really helps me out. It's free for you guys, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, but it really helps me out. And I'm just over 13,300 now, which is absolutely amazing. I'm grateful for anybody, to be fair. I really am. It blows my mind that many people would, well, there's more than that people watching me, because there's loads of people who watch and aren't even subscribed. So yeah, it blows my mind. So thank you to everybody who watches and to everybody who subscribes, because it really is, it helps me to keep doing what I do. Right, we're just going to go around, keep sticking these on. You had a fight with red tape as well, Rita. Yeah, it's a common thing for us crafters, isn't it? It's that liner. It doesn't want to come off, and then when it does, it doesn't want to leave you. It just sticks to you. So yeah, the joys. Now obviously, because we're using vellum, you can see the tape. But it doesn't matter because this is the base. So unless it really bothers you, you don't really need to cover it up. So once you've stuck all these down, you know, if it really bothers you, you can stick another piece of card over the top. But it's the base of a vase. No one's going to be looking at it because they're going to have it the right way up with flowers in it or whatever. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, there we go. Right. So let's get the last one. So the last one goes on there and there. Make sure it's nice and straight. That's nice and straight. Good. Right. So let me move all these bits of tape out of the way. Backing. Because I just know they're going to end up sticking to the vellum, and then I'm going to have to deal with that. Right. So, okay, Kobe, see you. You can always catch up, and I'll be doing a tutorial on it at some point anyway. Right, let me turn this back over. So I'm going to turn this over, and so now I am going to put some red tape all the way around the top of here. So all the way around the top of the box. So like that. all the way around. All the way around. I've just thought of one thing I didn't do on these strips before I started sticking them down, but it's fine. We can work out another way of doing it. This is the only problem with following along with me and crafting along with me, is if I make mistakes, then you're like, oh great, why didn't you tell me that? Right, so what we're going to do is, let me just measure this again. This is 5.5 inches tall, and so I always reckon that your strip needs to be an inch more than your height of your vase. So, hi Vicky, you're running late, don't worry. Yeah, catch the YouTube video when I upload it. It'll be in a couple of weeks now. Yeah, I think I need to film it actually. I don't think I've done it yet. I don't know if I've done it or not. I can't remember what I've done or what I haven't done, to be fair, but anyway. Right, so the height is 5.5. So that means from that base there, up the strip, 6.5 inches, and make a little mark. And then what we're going to do is, let me just do them all the way around. I've got to be careful, I don't want to flatten my flowers that I've just done. 5.5, 6.5. And then if you want to, before you stick them down, you can actually score at 6.5. Like, well, it'll be, what will it be? It's 2.5 from the top of my thingy bob, of my strip. No, I'm just going to make a little mark at 6.5 on all 4 sides. Oops, let me draw in on the side of my box. Because what we want to do is we want to fold this over, and that line is going to be the part that lines up with the top of your box. It'll make sense in a minute. I'm aware that I'm not making the most sense today, and that you might all be very confused. Hopefully you're not. Right, 6.5. Yeah, so I would have done this beforehand, but anyway, it doesn't say it in my notes, and so I forgot. So 6.5 here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is move my thing out the way. Right, so we need to go that way. So because we need to actually fold these, where I just made the marks, they need to go outwards like that. But obviously, because I've done my flowers, I don't want to squash them. So I'm just going to put my ruler on against those 2 marks. I'm going to fold it up, get it in line, crease it, and then I'm just going to fold it back on itself. So like that, and then I'm just going to fold it back on itself like that. Okay, there we go. And this is a lot. Yes, Vicky, you can rewatch this live. Yeah, you can rewatch this live. It will, as soon as this finishes, you'll be able to rewatch it, basically. Obviously, you'd have to watch all the chat. It's a bit annoying if you're just watching it back. But yeah, you can rewatch it. Actually, can I just do this way? Oh, I can just do this way. I'm going to try and do it a bit of a quicker way. There we go. So this is obviously easier if you do it before you've stuck it on. So there we go. So apologies to whoever it was who was going to craft along with me. You are now like, why has she done that? Rah! So you're now battling the same as I am. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine there. So you want to go all the way around and just fold them back on themselves. If you haven't cut your, die cut flowers out or whatever, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so there we go. So you end up with all your strips with little folded edges on all of them. Okay, so all of these should be about 2.5. You basically want the length of that up to the fold to be 1 inch higher more than the height of the box. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take off the backing of this red tape, and we are going to... You're still with me? Good. You caught up while I fluffed. Excellent. My fluffing served a purpose. I'm glad about that. Right, we're going to peel back that bit of tape, get one of my strips. So that score line that we've just folded, that fold line, is going to line up with the top of your box. So you're going to stick that there like that, and then stick that along there like that. So you end up with that. That's a side profile of what it looks like. Yes, Sally, you're not the only person to do that. I have other people who do that as well. It's quite funny because I'm, you know, doing something else, and then I get comments through from people replying to all the questions I've asked in this live, and but I love it. It's great. It's fine, you know, because it's sort of like live for them. I mean, it's not live, but you know. Right, so we're going to go around. We're going to do that on all 4 sides. But the irony is, Sally, is I always end up replying to them, regardless. So, so I reply to them, so they'll make a comment, and I'll be replying like, yeah, you know, even though it's obviously it's the replay. So we're going to go round and stick this on. Oopsie daisy. And then stick this one on like that. And then you should end up with that. Okay, so you've got all these bits sticking up. Now if you want to, you can have them just like that, but what I did on my other one, which I quite like, was I folded this under to make it looped like that, and I quite like the looped look. So the measurements of the vellum, so the vellum, if you're doing my A4 measurements, then your vellum needs to be 2 3/4 by 11 3/4, and with it flat you want to score at 2 3/4 and mark at 9.5. Okay, so that's, I've just read that from my book. I wish I'd read that earlier before I started sticking everything down. So if you're doing it from, you know, from start, and you're not doing what I did and making a mess of it, then that's what you need to do. So you score at 2 3/4 and make a mark at 9.5. So your 9.5 mark will be this one here, and your 2 3/4 mark will be up here. So actually I've ended up with less than I needed, but it's fine. It's fine. Right, so now what we're going to do, yeah, I like those. They look really, they actually look a whole lot better than I expected they were going to look. I'm really impressed. I'm glad I did these flowers, because I really wasn't sure, because of the C shape. I didn't think it was going to fill it right, but actually I'm really liking it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull these flaps up a little bit, and we're going to put another line of tape around here, because these are going to fold back and stick onto there. As I said, you can have, I do quite like them sticking out like this, but I'm gonna go for the roll, because yeah, I am. Right, so let's just, so I'm going to add a line of red tape again, just to the top of the box underneath the flap, and I'm just going to go all the way around. So doing 4, you know, a side each, I'm going to go all the way around. It just makes it a little bit less hassle, I think. So we're going to go all the way around like that. And then now on one of mine, I'll show you in a minute, I actually put ribbon. So on this one here, you can still see the tape inside that roll. I don't know if you can see it on there. Let me try and get it so you can actually see it. But if you can see the tape. Oh, no. I don't know if you can see it. So anyway, I can see, oh there, I can see it. Oh, just then you could see it. You can see a bit of the tape there, and I didn't like the fact you could see that. So what I did on my other one was I put ribbon, but trying to thread that round, and I actually tried to stick this, so I actually put red tape after I'd curled it, put red tape in and stuck it all the way around. So this time around I am going to do ribbon, but I'm not going to stick it on all 4 sides. I'm going to try something and see if I can attach this on and anchor it without having to put red tape all the way around, because trying to put red tape all the way around is an absolute nightmare. So what I'm going to do then is, and this is where you find out if you've stuck your strips on nice and straight, because on the one that I just showed you I hadn't, so I've got wonky curls. Nobody wants a wonky curl, trust me on this. Right, so we're going to take off the backing. Come on, Mr. Tape. Oh gosh, come on. There we go. Right, so we're going to take off the backing off one side, and then we are going to, and what I'm going to do actually, just because that keeps on pinging back and it's annoying me, I'm just going to put that like that, and I'm just going to clip this like that. There we go. Right, so then what we're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to roll it round. This edge needs to fit into that crease there. So you're rolling it round like that. It's a bit tricky because once you've got red tape, once it grabs, and then you want to stick it down like that. There we go. So you get a roll. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, it's a nice box. So hopefully you can see that. Let me turn it so you can, that's a bit better, so you can see it. So there's your little roll. Okay, so then we're going to do the same. Now, if you've got it wonky, this bit here will be a bit wet. So if you look at this one here, can you see how that side's lower than that side? Which isn't the best. So yeah, just be careful when you're rolling them. So that's that one rolled. So now we're going to do the other one. So I'm just going to pull this back. And I'm going to stick that behind there like that. Just going to pin that down so it doesn't pop up and get in the way. I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to fold it up against the bit that's not sticky. And then when we're kind of happy where it is, we're going to fold it down and hope for the best. Oh no, see that's gone wrong. Oh, it's red tape as well. That's gone wrong. Let me see if I can do it again. Oh, it's just the issue. You've got to be really careful because I don't want to tear it. Just very gently prise this off. Oh, there we go. Right, let's try again. Let's try again. Right. So over like that. I think it might be easier just to kind of fold it flat like that and then like that. There we go. Just try not to crease that edge. That's better. That's more. That's better. Okay. Fold that flap up. Fold that back. Clip that in place. And do the same again. So I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to fold it up against there like that. And then flip it over and try and make sure. There we go. It folds evenly and you don't end up creasing that edge. That worked well. And then we're going to take this off like that and do the last one. So like that. Fold it over. Stick it down. Yep, that worked. Whew, yeah, if you roll with a dowel, that might work. I just don't know. It's just getting it so that that cut edge of your roll lines up with that top edge, you know, underneath. That's the problem. But there we go, we did it. Whew, I can breathe out now. Right, so now what we want to do is I was going to put ribbon on the inside there. Also, because some of these corners are a bit sticky from where I've gone around the corner. So I am going to put some ribbon on. So I found this ribbon, which was given to me by the Swindon ladies. Everything's given to me by the Swindon ladies. You probably gathered that by now. Yeah, thank you, Sally. Yeah, I think once it's filled with like artificial flowers, it'd be very pretty. And also I'm thinking what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to have a look in Poundland and B&M, places like that, and see if I can find like a glass vase I can actually put inside, like even a round one, something that will fit. Because then I can actually put proper flowers in it. And I think that would look really nice. They could use it as almost like, you know, they can just keep using it as a vase. Obviously, got to be careful they don't spill water on it, but, you know, I think that could work. Okay, so I am going to just measure out roughly what I need. 3, 4, and a little bit extra. And then, now normally I add tape to the item, not to ribbon. However, in this instance, I think I'm going to have to do it the other way around. Okay, Marianne, have a nice rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Right, let me just put this on here. The problem I have is I might end up with it not whatever the word is. See, my brain gives me a sentence and then it just it rubs out half the sentence. It's not very helpful. Oh dear. Right. And what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm just going to add a couple of random bits of tape on my ribbon. This might not work, but I'm going to give it a go and see. Like that. Okay, right. So let's go around here. So I'm just going to start by threading this all the way through. And I haven't done it this way before, so you have to bear with. I'm just thinking, because I need to know where my end is. Rita, you started making some tulips. Yeah, I still haven't done any fake tulips yet. I haven't made any yet. I want to, because I want to give it a go and see, you know, how it goes. I want to make some, they look nice, the fake tulips. Right, okay, because I wanted that to end on the edge. I think I might just, okay, I think I might just stick it. In fact, actually, you know what I should do? I should peel the backing off here, like that. And then I'm going to hold my pin, stick it to the edge of my pin, the very end of my pin, and I'm just going to pull this through. Let me just take that out of that. I'm going to pull this through until it reaches where I want it to be, and then I'm just going to stick it down like that. Pull my pin out. Okay, so that's that bit of ribbon stuck. Where's my next bit of tape? My next bit of tape is down here somewhere. Here's my next bit of tape. This is a fiddly bit, you don't have to do this bit. I'm just trying something different on this. So there's that bit. So if we pull this in, pull that through like that, pull that up to the top like that, and stick it. Hi Karen, you missed the beginning, so you have to watch replay later. Yes, that's all right. You haven't had your tea, you've just woken up. My goodness. Definitely watch it later, I would say. Definitely watch it later. Goodness me, I think if I'd just woken up, I wouldn't be able to take anything in. Well, I know I can't. I kind of don't even know my own name half the time when I wake up, let alone be able to function or anything. Right. Ugh. Let's pull this through like that. Pull it tight. Get it high up against the edge like that, and then press down. This method is actually working quite well. I'm liking this method. Okay, and now we will see. Yes, Sharon, you could. That would be very good as well. Yeah, if you cut designs out of these sides and maybe had, well, you could have designs out of both, or you could have designs out of this and then plain here, or you could make that as a window and then have designs and have your fake candle. That would also look very good. Yeah, I can see that being very nice. Right, actually I'm going to thread this through before I take the backing off, because it is slightly too long, which is great. And then I should be able to peel the backing off this tiny end. It's not a very big piece of tape. Like that, and then let's just slide that up, and that goes to there. And then I'm just going to trim this. Oh, let's do this way around. I'm going to trim this off so it's in line with the edge of the box, like that. Oh. There we go, and stick that down. Oh, that's worked out very neat. That worked out way better than my first attempt. Bit fiddly, but not as fiddly as the other one. I had the whole thing sticky. I had the whole of the top edge sticky, and then trying to thread a ribbon and get it to stick in the right place, and it just didn't work. So that has worked well. So I don't know whether you can, yeah, there we go. So you can see the ribbon underneath. It just covers, so that's quite a neat edge. I mean, you've got a bit of a gap there, but it's not, because it's inside, you're not really going to see it. But that's worked well. I'm happy with that. And then that just covers up that tape that you can see. So I'm happy with that. Fantastic. Right, so now I'm just going to put some gems along the top, I think, like I did with the others, because I quite like the gems. This white inside really bothers me. I wish I'd done double-sided card. However, I mean, you can put panels in if you want, but I just think once I get flowers in, you're not going to notice it, so I'm just going to ignore it for now and hope for the best. I could do flowers, actually. Might go down the flowers route, you know. Quite like the idea of having 3 little flowers. Let me just see what other flowers I've got. I was going to use Google paper tulips. You can make them so they fold flat or stick 2 together. Yeah, I did see those, Rita. I did see those ones, and they look really nice. I did see those. I just haven't got around to making them. But I did see those. And I also saw some more origami type ones as well, which also look nice. Right, I think I'm going to have to use the ones I have got. I have got these resin flowers, but I don't think my resin flowers really... No, they're the wrong colour. And they're a bit... I don't like them, a bit plasticky looking. I think I'll just go with the ones I've got there. They're a bit darker than I wanted, but I think they'll work. I think we will use those. And you know what else? I sort of feel like I need some... See that? I think that's well nice. Might not even need 3. You might just need 1 per side. And some foliage maybe. 1 little bit of foliage. I think 1 and a bit of foliage. I don't want to go overkill. 1, 2, 3. That's a big one. Oh no, have I got another one the same size? No, I've got 2 big ones, 2 little ones, and 3 medium-sized ones. Right. I'm loving these flowers. I am going to put gems in the middle of these flowers because they are just begging to have gems on the inside of them. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use these gems. These are grape mix jewels from Lucy's shop. Yeah, because these are beautiful. So they're going to go in the middle of those flowers. Hi Sonia, you enjoying watching me laugh? I'm glad. Oh good. Yeah, you missed the beginning. That's fine. Yeah, you can watch it back. That's not a problem when we're done. Right, I think I want to put some fluff behind it. You know, it would be really nice if I had feathers. I have got feathers somewhere, but I don't know where they are because I never use them. Right, I think I might have to cut some foliage out. I feel like it needs some kind of foliage, some kind of fluffiness coming out from the outside, just to kind of tidy up that edge a little bit. I've got bows galore, but they're not really going to help me. Right, foliage it is then. Let's have a look. Yeah, the luminary idea sounds amazing. I have to say, I think that would be, especially for Christmas. Can you imagine for Christmas? That would be very nice. And especially if you use, you know, the colour changing candles you can get. That would be really good. A luminary with colour changing candles. That could look quite spectacular. It has to be said. Right, let me have a look through my dies, see what foliage we have that we can use. I've got that leaf there. That's quite long and sort of, oh no, I quite like that one actually. I don't want a big, like a big long one. I'm thinking that and that with your flower. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one we want. So then we just need to choose what colour. Go big, go small alternatively. Yes, I could do that. So you could have big here, small there, big there, small there. Yeah, that would work. Big, big, small, small. There we go. Big, big, small, small it is. Right, now foliage, what colour should we go? I want to keep it in keeping with the colours we have here. So I'm either going to go kind of a glittery white or go with a, don't know, glittery white, or maybe a, I've got purple, I have got a green. I don't think I want to go green though. Go with, no, I don't want to go pink. I think we need to go white or a very pale green, I think. Got like a sagey green. I just don't think I want to go into the green. I know it's foliage, but I feel like... You like my scissors? Yes, I love my scissors. They are Fiskars. They're Fiskars scissors. And I bought them ages ago because I remember when I used to demo, I used to get lines here and it used to really annoy me. And now with having arthritis in my fingers, they're really good because and they're so sharp. I mean, I've had these for years and they've never gone blunt, and I used to use them all the time. Lavender and white, Sally. Yes, I agree with you. So definitely lavender and white. Do we go glitter? I think we need to go... We could either go glitter or... I'm shouting at you from the other side of my thingy bob. Or we could go with this mother of pearl. What do you reckon to the mother of pearl for foliage? Oh no, I quite like this. Do you think mother of pearl for the foliage? Because it kind of goes with all the colours. I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but it kind of goes. Yeah, I'm going to go mother of pearl. I'm going to go mother of pearl, I think. Let's get a few little bits out. This is from the Chasing Rainbows first edition pad. Love this pad, really nice. And it's got this like, yeah, mother of pearl in it, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. What can I say? Right, I need 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 8. And I only have 1 die, so bear with while I cut out 8 bits of foliage with 1 die. This is when you kind of wish you had duplicates. But that would be a bit excessive, wasn't it, people, hey? A bit excessive. But yeah. Right, there's 1. Ooh, cut nice though. Where's my pin gone? I need my pin now for popping out. Where's it gone? Where's it? Oh, did I just hear that? No, I didn't. Where's it gone? It's not on my magnet. Oh, can anybody see? Oh, there it is. Hiding. So always put it back, shouldn't I, really? You've got arthritis in your hands as well. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's going for the, yeah, I think, oh, look at that. Look at, oh my goodness, I'm in love. That's so nice. Oh, that looks so nice. When it's cut out, it's got even more shimmer. Oh my days, that is next level, that is. I know it's a leaf, people. I know it's just paper. I'm sorry, but I'm getting excited. That is so, it actually looks so nice once it's cut out. Like it looks, it's because of the edges. Because your dye kind of rounds your edges, it makes the shimmer. Oh, so nice. That looks so nice. I love that. That is beautiful. They should have just brought out a whole pad of this pearl paper because it is just amazing. It's so beautiful, is what it is. It's so beautiful. Right, let me cut another one out. We're on number 3. So only another 5 to go. Did you cut the flowers or butterflies into the vellum on the sides? Yes, I did. So I used a die that I was given. Guess who gave it to me? The Swindon ladies. That's right. So this is the die. And it partially die cuts. So it literally just cuts the outside of the leaves. And that's it. The petals, that's it. That's all it cuts. Yeah, that's what I used. So I used that on my vellum. And it's beautiful. It's really good. I've actually got another one that's like a poinsettia one. I think that does actually cut the actual flowers out, actually, that other one. But the butterfly one, again, that's that one. It just partially die cuts the little butterflies out. And then I put pearl on them as well. So I never usually use these partial die cut dies. I just don't use them very often. But for things like this, absolutely perfect. The paper pad, I got it from, I think I got mine from the range. But it's a Trimcraft one. You should possibly be able to get it on Amazon. It's been a while since it first came out, so I don't know if they're still available. And I know Trimcraft went under, and they're now called DRK Crafts. And they are selling some of their stuff on some of the Trimcraft, you know, pads and that on their website, but they don't have a great deal. So you can have a look, but I'm not sure. Ooh! Oh, sorry, just dropping things on the floor. Don't mind me. Oh, so much on this desk. Right, where was I? Leaf number 5. Wait, wait. Did you cut that? You've done that. Where did you get the pad from? I've done that. Mother of Pearl. What is the name of the pad? The pad is called Chasing Rainbows. I'll leave it here. You can make a note of it. It's called Chasing Rainbows. It's all kind of like unicorns and stuff, but it's got some beautiful things in there. I particularly like this stripe one. This stripe one is a mother of pearl, but it's a mother of pearl stripe. So beautiful. So beautiful. And then you've got glittery spots in there. You've got glittery, other glitter papers and other mother pearly type things on there. And then just like double-sided as well. It's got a whole section with tags in it as well. As I said, I don't know if it's still available, but that's an 8x8, yes, that's an 8x8, but they do it in a 6x6, 8x8 and a 12x12. So you've got that book as well. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more to go. Must be, yeah, it's Amazon, I think I've got it. You've got some printed vellum in your stash. You might have to drag out one of these. Yeah, you know what as well, Karen, if you haven't got printed, you can just use plain. It's not, you know, it's not too much of a problem, because especially if you've got dies and you want to cut design, you know, cut a design out of your strips, you could easily just use plain vellum and get away with it that way. In fact, as well, I'm just cutting this, as I'm cutting these leaves out, I'm just thinking, see how what's being left over, if, so imagine that was your vellum strip and you use that on the side, that would look really nice. You know, you could like make it a bit more, you know, but yeah, so you could use all sorts of things. So you don't necessarily have to have printed vellum, you can go plain. June, you missed most of this, but we'll go back and watch from the beginning. Yes, please do. You have to sorry about all the chat, but we are doing a live stream, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, one more, and then I need to get my Pinflair silicone glue out for this. I don't know how I managed all these years without using Pinflair silicone glue. I never used to use Pinflair silicone glue very much when I demoed, because if I used it, obviously you can't touch it there and then, so it's no good. You have to be able to leave it to one side. There we go. All my little leaves are cut out. So let's start sticking them all on. Oh, the other thing I need to do is cut the excess wire off. So I've got a pair of pliers stroke wire cutters here. So I'm just going to go in and take the wire stems off, because I don't need those. Come on, are you going to cut for me? Oh, there we go. And just cut those off. Now, I did have a... These are going a bit blunt. Oh, no, that's all right. I usually leave a little bit on the bottom. You see, I've just left a little bit and just fold it over, so the whole thing doesn't just disintegrate. These flowers have been around a bit. These are from my demo days, and so they're looking a little bit squashed. But never mind. We all feel a bit squashed sometimes, don't we? Oh, right. Let's take that off. Also, as well, I don't bin these wire pieces. So these wire pieces can actually be quite useful for other things. So I'm going to keep those. I'm going to put them over here for now. And then I'm going to keep those in a bit and put them away somewhere. Right, so let me move my... clear the decks a little bit. Right, and I'm just wondering, because I want to put gems in the middle, but I also need to put flowers on the top. I'm wondering if I should put my gems on first and then do my flowers. That's all right, Sylvia. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Right, I've got my syringe of Pinflair. I think I will... I think I'm going to do the top first, actually. So let's just use my Pinflair glue. So I'm going to put a big blob in the middle here, like that. Take foliage number 1, stick him on, like that. Foliage number 2. Stick him on, like that. There we go. And then I'm going to put another little blollop of glue on top. And then take my flower and stick my flower on, like that. And there we go. And then we repeat, making sure I remember which size I'm using on each one, because we're alternating, aren't we? So I need to remember that. Oh, there we go, like that. I'm going to put it on the back of the rose rather than on the actual foliage, because I feel otherwise I'm going to end up moving things. Okay, splodge that on like that. There we go. Turn it round. Do the next one. Ah, the fun part of decorating. I'm actually really liking this foliage. It's oh, hello. Come on, stick yourself down. It's actually really looking quite nice. I'm loving that mother of pearl. Oh. Right, we're going large this time. There we go. Thank you, Rita. Oh, I didn't feel like I was going to excel when I started. I had a bit of a crazy morning, so that's not even central. Let me move that over a bit more. There's central. Is that one central? Yes, it is. That one's central. It's fine. It feels a bit Christmassy, this vase. I think you could do, I don't know, it's the mother of pearl, but it's feeling a bit Christmassy. Anybody else getting Christmassy vibes off this? Like an icy, you know, an icy kind of florally thing. She says, being ever so descriptive. Right, let's just fill this bit in. I'm really liking this. Who needs gems around the top when you can go? Oh yes. So there we go. That's what it looks like. So that actually is really nice. So I just want to put my gems in the middle of my flowers and then we're done. So, and obviously just make sure that that is all really well. I could have moved them down a bit further actually, because obviously they might get, these might get a bit bent if you have flowers up against them. But then if you put a vase inside, it's not going to be so much of a problem. So yes, Diane, you can. So this is the good. So the pin flare glue, if you get one and it that comes with a syringe, the actual pin flare, I don't know if you've seen the pin flare. Let me get the actual pin flare packaging out. So that's my pin flare glue tube that I top up with. And so I just squeeze it in, and I can only squeeze a bit in at a time. There's probably a way of doing it where you can squeeze more in. But yeah, you squeeze a bit in, and then once you finish using it, you just push it out so you get a tiny little bit. Can you see you got a tiny little like plug? And then leave that out to dry. And then when you want to use it, you just pull that plug out and everything underneath is still fine. So I leave that on the side of my desk where I know I'm not going to knock it, and I just leave it to dry. And it does come with a small stopper. Mine's cracked, but I got told to do it with like a little plug like that, and it works really well. So this little bit here will dry, but it only dries halfway down, and then all you do, you just need it enough that you can then pull that out. So you just gently pull it out, and then it'll kind of detach itself where it's not dried anymore, and that works really well. So yeah, Sally, yeah, I think I'm going to be making it again for Christmas. I might do a different size for Christmas. Right, let me stick these gems on then. Stick some gemmy gems on. Do I want to go for those, or do I want to go for the darker purple? I was going to go pale purple for the centre of the flowers, but now because the other ones these are quite dark, I'm wondering, should I go for these? What do you think? These ones, the dark or the light? What do you reckon? Dark or light gems for the centre of the flowers? I know which way I'm heading towards. Give me, write down in the comments what you reckon, because I was going to go with the lighter one, but I'm now wondering if the darker would be better. Oh, I've got someone at my, oh no, not coming to my door. It's good, come to somebody else's door. Let me know. Dark, yeah. Oh, we've got a light. We've got one light and two dark. Right, any more votes? Get them. Or I could do a mix of both. Should I do a mix of both? Pale goes with the leaves, yeah. Should I do a mix of both? Use the dark ones for the little ones and the light ones for the big ones. What do we think about that? A mixture. And then we're getting lights and darks. Oh, we're getting a good mix. Sweet Pea, you reckon do a mix? I'm thinking a mix, because we're getting, yeah, mix of both. I'm going for mix of both. Going for mix of both. I'm going in, people. I'm going in. Because if I use the darker, smaller ones, then it's not quite so overwhelming. So let's do that. I'm going to use my Anita's tacky glue. I need to get a wet wipe out for this. I really want to get some new ones of these that don't block up, because I'm getting a bit fed up with these. They keep blocking up. I think I need to go for the ones with the little tops on them. I was told that they weren't very good, but anyway, the ones with the pins aren't very good. They did come with these pins. They are non-stick, stainless steel, whatever they're supposed to be with them. But even so, I struggle with them. So yeah, I'm going booth. I'm going booth. I'm going for both. Right, let's see if we can just unblock this. give it a good old backwards and forwards like that. And then where's my little picky uppy thing? There it is. It's not very sticky anymore, but anyway. Oh, it's coming out. Right, let's do a blollop in there and a blollop in there and a blollop in there. Thankfully, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers per side, so that's good. Right, little ones. If you see my head in the way, I apologise now. There we go. There's a little one. Oh, hello. I don't want the big one. I want the little one. Where's it gone? Where's my little one gone? Oh, there he is. I apologise if my head's getting in the way. I'm trying to see. The sun's really out now, which is nice. Oh, I've got someone at the... Oh, no, that's good. I've got someone at the door. It's my parcel, but thankfully it's a parcel that can be posted through the letterbox. So I don't have to be disturbed. Which is good. Right, where's another one? Big one. Oh. So we've got 2 big dark and then 3. Oh, it's gone dark. The sun's gone in. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's nice. There we go. Okay, Sonia. Thank you for joining us. So, yeah, that looks nice. You got the bottles with the tops and they still block up. Yeah, it's a pain. So yeah, that looks nice. Right, let's keep going then. Next. Sun keeps going in and out. This is a lot less gems to stick on than when I did the butterflies. Butterflies took forever. Right, I need some small ones. Where's my small one? There it is. In the middle. And then a small one. Where's my other small one? Ah, there he is. Come back here. There. And then big ones. Oh, it's gone dark again. Don't like it when the sun goes in and out. I can't see. Hope it hasn't gone too dark on the video for you. Oh, it's not too bad on the video. But it's gone very dark here. The sun has gone in. Oh, that might need a bit more glue on that one. Maybe. Oh, come on, Mr. Gem. There we go. Just gonna come in and give it a bit of a squeeze to make sure it stays on. Oh yeah, this is looking very pretty. This is, my goodness. I've outdone myself this time around. It's weird, isn't it? Some of them are fine. And some of them leak. Not really sure what's going on there with that. But I really would like to get some that don't block up, because it gets a bit annoying. Need some more little ones. Oh, it's gone dark. Come back out, Mr. Sunshine. We need you. I need you. Can't see. There we go. Need another little one. Anywhere? There's one. Oh, that's nice. That's not that little. That one? I think that's a little one. Oh no, it's a bit bigger, but anyway, it'll have to do. It's there now. There we go. So let's put these big ones in. Oh. Right. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Hence the lack of me talking. And apologies if you can see my head periodically. Just trying to see my gems without the sunshine on my desk. Ooh. There we go. Plop. Plop you on there like that. There we go. And then last side. Hurrah! Oh, it's all coming out at the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Right, where are my little ones? I'm going to have to get some more out, aren't I? There's no more diddy ones there. Oh. Come on, where are you? There's a little one. There's a little one. Put that in the middle there. Any more little dinky ones in here? There it is. Just want you, and then I'm done with all you little ones. There we go. And then the big ones. One. Oh. And number 2. And last but not least, the last one. Oh, going on the end there. There we go. Oh, oh no. Yeah. Had a bit of glue on my finger and he got stuck. Right, let's put these back in here. And put these back in here. And there we go. So, there we have it, ladies. There we have, gentlemen, if they're already on. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. I am very impressed with that. That is definitely the best one out of the 3. Definitely the best one out of the 3. I'm now regretting putting just gems on top of the other ones. I wish I'd put foliage. But anyway, never mind. You live and learn. You live and learn. Put my little things back on. So yeah, so there we have. Let me just do this quickly. Wipe this up. So there we have it. Wonderful. And not that difficult. They're actually not that difficult to make, really. Like, the decorating takes more time than the actual assembly. Once you've made a couple as well. Once you get on a roll with them. So we've got that one, we've got that one, and then that's the same again. But in the same vellum, but just different decorations. So there you go. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, I'm impressed. I am impressed. Very impressed with that one. Looks beautiful. I'm going to try and take a photo of that. I really want to find vases for it. I'm going to have to go and have a look, scour the local Poundland and the local B&M, I think. Yeah, so thank you for everybody for joining me. Anybody got any recommendations for next live stream? What you'd like me to make? I'm trying to think. I've got something coming up for Easter. What's the date going to be next week? It's going to be mid-March, and it's probably a bit early then for Easter. I've got an Easter make. I've done the video for it this morning, so I could do that as a live stream. But the thing is, I probably want to do that a bit nearer to Easter, I think. Yeah. If you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see on a live stream, then just let me know. If you're a member, you can email me. If not, then just leave a comment down below. If it's something you've seen on YouTube, try and leave me the link for the video. And then I can at least have a look at it and see if I think I can do it or not. Actually, you know what? One of my craft ladies, Louise, if you're on, then I might do the one you showed me this morning. You sent me a text about. One of my craft ladies sent me a text of a gift box, and I might do that next week. Easter boxes or baskets? Yeah. So I'm just thinking. Shadowbox card. I could do shadowbox card. Oh, you know what? Actually, Cindy, shadowbox card. I might do that the week after, because I have a die that I got from Kokorosastudio, and it's actually an Easter die, but I got it last summer, and so I've been desperate to use it. I only made one card out of it, but it would be perfect for a shadowbox card. So maybe I can do that. Sweet pea, yes, Easter boxes. So as I was saying, there's one that one of my craft ladies, Louise, she sent me, and I really like the look of it. And it's basically a version of something that I made back in 2019, December 2019, and I did a video for it in beginning of April 2020, and it went off the charts. I mean, I was blown away by the amount of people who used it, who, you know, saw it and did it and redid it and videoed it and whatever, and still do. And so you'll know when you see it, you'll know what I mean. But she saw it in a magazine, and I thought, yes. So I might do that, and I might put an Easter spin on it. So that would be good. See you next Tuesday morning. Spring wheelbarrow filled with flowers. Wow, Beth, that sounds amazing. Have you seen one? If you've seen a video for one, or you can send it on Pinterest, because I'm on Pinterest. I think I'm called Iced Images Cards or Iced Images Designs, or I'm Iced Images something anyway on there. Yeah, send me the picture or the video or whatever. And yeah, that would be really good. Rita Retro, you'd love to see a shadow box card. Okie dokie. Okie doke. Right, so yeah, what I'll do then, next live, I'll try and do some kind of Easter basket box, gift box type thing. And then the one after that, I will do a shadow box card of some description. There you go. And then that way, that's everybody covered then. Cool. Right then, I'm going to disappear off. What time is it now? 2 o'clock over here. I'm going to disappear off. I'm going to take you off the ceiling. And you can have a better look at the vases. Yeah. So I will see you all again next week. Have a wonderful week. I hope you all enjoy yourselves. Have a good week. And I'll see you next week. Okay, everyone. Bye.